Hello everyone, my name is Jean, a high school student currently studying in a UK boarding school, CLC. Given my keen interest in diversity and inclusion practice, especially the segment of female career promotion, I initiated this series of interviews so as to deep dive into the business logic and purpose of inclusion across multiple industries. I hope the insights from these professional, successful businesswomen will inspire more and more young ladies to succeed in their career. Today, we are honored to have Ms. Lin with us. She is now the Corporate Communication Director in Rockwell, China. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi, Jane.
In your company's current diversity and inclusion practice, what are specific support given to female employees for their career?
Well, that's a good question because DEI has been always a very important topic for us. And in Rockwell, globally, we have about 33% of female colleagues, and the company has provided multiple levels of support to female employees. We have a professional women committees. As a matter of fact, I just met our global senior vice president, and she shared with us her experience and development inside Rockwell since she was a sales trainee. As a matter of fact, she spent 25 years in this company, and now she's our global senior vice president. So her experience is very inspiring. And the company always provide opportunities and necessary training to the female colleagues to encourage them to explore their career. Yeah.
I read from reports that there are far more female practitioners in the public relations sectors.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So because back to the old time, there were more male practitioners in the PR area. So it's more, especially in journalists, because they always need to went to those dark side, to do the interviews. But I think because education, female education rate, and the society development, so for female wise there are more and more opportunities. And for PR, this specific area wise, I think female they do have their advantages in terms empathy or good communication skills and resonation, to their target audience. So I won't be surprised there will be more and more PR practitioners just in this industry. But I also want to mention I've also see a lot of male senior executives in this industry. So probably because there are more, as I said, there's more opportunities for a female to enter this industry. The society is changing and the environment is changing. So now I'm glad to see there be more opportunities available and open, for females in this industry.
Thank you. What kind of advantages of women can help them develop their career in PR?
Well, I do believe women we are better communicators and representatives. So in the PR area, so we are better attuned to get closer to our target audience, to understand their needs and deliver it and resonate. That's very important for the communication industry. So I think we can be more patient and sense the needs of the audience, and in that way to conduct effective communication. That's what I'm thinking, just the advantage for female in this industry. And we also see the trend as we just spoke of it.
Thank you. You have worked in several top industrial organizations in your career life. How do you perceive the professional barriers for women to enter management in industrial sectors?
That's a good question. I think it doesn't matter you're female or male, there are always barriers for you to get into the management level, especially senior executive management team. So it depends on situation. For example, if you want to become an industrial company, the R&D head, you have to master the knowledge which are relevant to the product's development. So if you want to be the head of finance, so you must have solid knowledge and experience from financial areas. This is all case by case. But in general, if we're talking about like a senior executive teams, I think the fundamental quality you have is a strong logic thinking, strong execution capabilities, be a good leadership. Those are all like general requirements. And for female, I think they need to work as hard as male to get themselves into that position, sometimes or even harder. So I think just in general, there's not like a specific like barrier. It's a very general like situation, as I pointed out at the beginning. For female and male, it's all the same. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like senior female executives, and they worked very hard to achieve where they are now. So I believe it's the same for everyone. Yeah, in the real life.
You studied in France. Why did you choose to work in an American company?
Well, funny enough, when I came back France, I wanted to work with L'Oreal because I took my internship in Paris with L'Oreal. So that was the whole reason why I chose to study in France. But unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity back to the time. So I started to work with Honeywell. And so I didn't limit myself to specific like background in terms of like companies. So when the right opportunities come, I take it. Yeah. So for me, there's no specific preference like, okay, it has to be like American company or European company. Yeah.
What do you think of the initiatives and culture difference of female working in Europe and North America?
I have to say they have very well social system and the legal regulations. In some countries, you can even have like up to 1 year maternity leave, and for the husband, they're also entitled to up to probably 6 months maternity leave. It's a quick example. It depends on, because they have like a long history to develop this system, but for China or other like Asian countries, maybe we are still in that progress, but I do see the trend toward that direction.
Very interesting culture difference, especially for women who grew up in East Asian culture. Are there any specific guidance you would want to give them for them to overcome their culture comfort zone?
Well, how to say that? Because I've witnessed the changes of culture impact on female career development. Because in most scenarios in East Asian culture, like females, they are not encouraged to stand out. They are required to sacrifice themselves to achieve bigger pictures, harmony, family-wise or work-wise. So, but now the time has changed. So I've seen a lot of successful female leaders, and I also learn from them. But I'd like to give the suggestion or advice for the next generation, especially those females under this culture influence. Just be brave to pursue your passion. Yeah, and you can only make yourself happy, and then you can make people around you happy.
I think that's a very useful advice for young people trying to succeed in their career. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.